define your niche. So what is the definition of a niche? Well, according to your boy Webster, a niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. So think like with a smaller audience, or when you are really targeting one type of person, you can deliver specific and tailored offering that speaks directly to them versus something that is much more general. So think about it like this. If I want to sell ice cream, and I go out and I sell ice cream to anyone, or I sell ice cream to little children with their moms there, or dad's their caregiver, whomever, who are coming off of the bus from school, right? You have a very specific person who has a very specific problem, will be in a very specific place, and you can go and solve that very specific need. That is definitely important for niching down. So what we say at Prowess Project is there is an importance of niching down twice, okay? And what we mean by that is kind of going 2 steps down. Like I said, it was the wanting ice cream, and then it was little children, and it was right after school. But one that is more for online business managers that we see a lot as far as niching down would be an example like this. I'm an online business manager, and I help female entrepreneurs scale to $1 million. Okay, that's one. Oh, that is a high level. Then you can say, I support female entrepreneurs to scale to $1 million who are in the US. I support, that's 2, right? Or that's like your first niching down. I support female entrepreneurs in the US who coach on financial literacy and wealth management. Do you see how by getting more and more specific, you can tailor on that person's exact problem and give them an exact offering and a success metric of what eventually they will need? Okay. So important to niche down twice. But why? Let's be really specific of why it's important to niche down. So 2 main reasons. First, there are riches and niches. Write that down, everyone. There are riches and niches. Think about it. The more expertise you have in an area, the more just like wealth of knowledge that you have, the more ingrained you are in that community, the deeper your network is in that niche, and therefore you can charge more because you'll have more case studies. You will be that trusted person. So riches and niches. Second, think about when you're starting to build a business. Okay. The first thing that you are going to go do is you are going to start talking to people you already know, and you are going to tell them what you're doing, and you're going to ask for introductions, or you're going to ask for associations that you can go to, or you can ask for suggestions or resources or what have you. It is so much easier for the person that you are asking something from to think of someone when you are being really specific. Okay, so when you are doing that niching down twice, they can get you to that person a lot quicker. So let's use the female founder example. If you were coming to me and saying, I'm an online business manager and I target female founders, well, in my brain, when you then ask me, do you know any female founders? My brain could go from, okay, Sarah Blakely, who invented Spanx, she's a female founder. Is that your target market? Or is it a female founder who has a stall at my local farmer's market? That also is a female founder. Is that your target market? In reality, probably neither of those are your target market, which is why it's so important to niche down and get clear on that. So really, at the end of the day, by niching down, it is efficient and effective for not only you, saving you time for all the different conversations and saving you a lot of going down rabbit holes, but also for the person that you're speaking to. People love to be helpful. If they can deliver something for you that you see of real value, that makes them feel good. So let's set them up for success. So as far as, hey, okay, Ashley, I get it. Like, I get the niching down. I get why it's important. Yes, that's great. That's great. It's great. But how do I find like what I want to niche down to? Ladies, I want to take a moment and give you permission to decide on whatever niche you possibly could want. Think about this. If you are going into business, if you are going to be focused, if you're going to be an expert in this, if you are going to be entrenched in the community, if you are going to know all of the ins and outs of that entire industry, that entire person, you're going to deeply understand their needs and wants. I want you to love this niche. I want you to love this industry. I want you to fall in love with solving this problem. So I am giving you permission to go out and create and really own the niche that you want to. Maybe that is social impact. Maybe that is cosmetology. Maybe that is gardening. Maybe that is pet sitting. Maybe that is travel and tourism. All of that is up to you. Do not feel like you have to go into an industry that that you were in before. That's not completely necessary. And in our training, we help you zero in on what that niche is and how you can get deeply entrenched in how you start to become an expert in this niche. So it's so important that you're doing this because I really want you to love doing this every day. And so that work doesn't feel like work. So let me give you a couple of stories of like some of my favorite niche examples. So number one, we have an OBM in our program she went through our program and she is just a tech whiz. And we teach a ton of technologies and what consultants need and automations and all these different things. And she found AI. And so at 3 a.m, I'm getting emails from her just showing me all of these different resources that she found and how she can speed up time and how she can deliver more value and how using AI, she can take some of the aspects of being an OBM that she doesn't really love doing or aren't her zone of genius, but she can still add value with speed and get them further along the way because she utilizes AI. And I said to her, Jill, specialize in AI. If you love doing this, if this lights you up, specialize in AI. And so that's exactly what she's doing. Her niche will be helping companies use AI to get to where they want to be quicker, faster, cheaper. Okay. Here's another example that's more on the not the type of work they're going to be doing, but the type of people that they work with. This is a woman and she just cracks me up. Her name is Kathleen, and she was like, I only want to work with people who have a sense of humor. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I want to work with people who have a sense of humor. And so the way that I am doing that is what I call myself is a mother nudger. So people who see that if they chuckle, they're going to lean forward. Oh my gosh, an OBM. Yeah, of course, they're nudging you along the way, making sure that things happen, making sure you're accountable. So she calls herself a mother nudger. And what she's seeing is the people who are sliding into her DMs to work with her, sending her emails to work with her, all of her inbound, think that is cheeky, think that is funny, and are her type of people. So those are two examples I absolutely love. We have helped hundreds and hundreds of people really find their niche, and we really want to be able to help more people do that because it can be so powerful and such a point of happiness, fulfillment, and impact. So put into chat, what are some of the interests that you have that you could potentially put or create as your niches?